coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. I hope you guys have had a fabulous week and a fantastic weekend. Oh yeah, everybody's coming from cold someplace. Oh goodness, it's cold here in the Midwest. It's gonna get worse this week. It's gonna be like in single digits. Good grief, I see so many of you coming in. Oops, hang on. We got an ad that just popped up. I forgot to silence my iPad, but at least it's working. Winning. Merry Christmas from Florida, Sharon. Merry Christmas from Wisconsin, everybody. Boy, we are getting down to the wire here. We only have a week left. A week left until the big day. I'm ready, as you can see. I'm sporting some different little festive earrings tonight. I've got my elf headband on, which is always good for some Christmas cheer. Oh, I'm just waiting, you guys. So many people coming in from all over the place. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's saying cute hat, cute hat. It's party time. Yeah, I love the holidays and I'm not ready. Steve is actually downstairs wrapping presents right now. So I go through all of them and put a little post-it on it with the name. And I was over at Haley and Jared's house playing with my grandbabies today, this afternoon, and he called Haley and said, "Haley, I need a refresh on how to wrap presents." She's like, "Seriously, Dad?" He goes, "I only do it once a year." The man was a pipe fitter, a journeyman steam fitter in a very specialized trade where it was all about measuring, and yet he has to get some advice on wrapping presents. I'm sorry. It is my duty to make fun of that man sometimes. I see Jackie, you are back on home ground here. Jackie just got back from a cruise. Oh, it looked delightful. A little chilly though, from what I understand, right? Maybe you heard, maybe your ears were ringing today. I was telling my husband about you were on a cruise. Yeah. So I have some great projects lined up for you guys tonight. I have had so many requests to share the little origami ornament little thing that Sherry Pyre sent me last week. And of course, I am all over that. So we are going to be making one of those tonight. I just looked at hers and I measured and I looked at the score lines and figured everything out. And then I put one together. Good grief, you guys. It's pretty simple and it's super, super cute. Then I have another special treat for you. We are going to do a Christmas sampler and we'll talk all about it when we get to it. Big kudos from Kathy Miller for providing us with this project tonight. So I'm very excited to be sharing that too. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Watching on YouTube, you can click that like or thumbs up button. That really helps me out. Someplace on your screen right now, you're able to share this video, and that really helps me grow my business. So I appreciate a good share. Oh, Courtney says they had a family wrapping party, 18 games for our daughter's kindergarten class. Oh, good grief. That sounds so much fun. I love that kind of stuff. Today when I went over to Jared and Haley's house, well, we had ice cream, of course. And then I went in the playroom and just played with Val. And sometimes Dawson was in there, sometimes he wasn't. But Haley and Jared were cooking food for the week and getting the laundry and making baby food. They make all their own baby food, which thank God, because I don't know if you guys have heard the contaminated baby food thing and whatever. And I know when Haley got pregnant with Val, the first thing I did was bought her a baby food processor, and she doesn't really cook much, but she was cooking today. Jared's the cook in their house, and I said, "You will be making all the baby food." So, and I said, "You don't even know what's in that stuff." And I'm not like a big health nut or whole food, whatever they call it. You know, I can't even tell you the terminology. I'm not all into that stuff. It's great. And I don't diss anybody who is, but it's just too much for me to deal with. But I am all about feeding the babies real food, not all this processed crap. and certainly not baby food that we don't know what it is. So tonight she was cutting up a butter something or another squash. I don't even know what it's called, but first time ever she was making that, and she cooked it all up and put nutmeg and olive oil and vanilla and something else, and cut it all up in little pieces and baked it for the baby, for baby food. And we tried it, and it doesn't taste like a lot, but it was okay. So I was excited to see that. And they're really very disciplined on the homemade baby food. So I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Butternut. There you go, Sharon. See, I don't even know what it is. I've never had it before. It was really hard though. It was hard to cut. So that was kind of fun. And Haley made her first ever cut out cookies. I gave her my recipe, Betty Crocker. She's my best cooking friend. I've been making her cookies for forever. And so Haley made her first cut out cookies. She did a really good job. They weren't over rolled. They weren't too thin. They weren't too thick. They were just perfect. I was shocked because they're kind of hard to make, right? Especially your first time. So she did a great job. Val helped decorate. Yeah, Wendy says, and you're exposing the baby to the real flavors. Exactly. And you don't have all the artificial stuff, the coloring and the flavors, like you said, and the crap on the back you can't even read. You don't even know what it is. I don't like that. Not for the babies. Adults can make their own choices. Everybody knows I eat enough junky food. Not for the babies. Their minds are growing. Maybe that's why I can't remember anything. Right? Maybe we're turning our brains to mush with all the processed crap. I don't know, but it just seems like a good idea to me. I don't have a lot of scientific information, but it just seems like the right thing to do. Exactly, Judy. Oh, okay. Sylvia says she pokes holes and soft squash in the microwave. Oh, that's good. Junky food. I know, Linda, right? I eat all the junky food. I can't remember who sent me these caramels. I think I got them at OnStage as a gift, so there's a little bit of memory. They're almost gone, so thank you. I'm not opposed to eating the junk. Can Steve come wrap your presents? No, unfortunately, he has a full-time job here, and that's taking care of me and my needs. I know. I'm so spoiled. So we went and looked at the Christmas light display in Green Bay at the Botanical Gardens. Goodness, it was so pretty. We had such a good time. It was pretty cold there too. Kathleen says, gosh, 50 years ago, I must have been a bad mom. I think 50 years ago, Kathleen, we didn't have all the crap we have in food now. So I don't think you were a bad mom at all. I just know that things are happening that shouldn't be happening, and it's coming from someplace, and I don't know where, but figure that's a pretty good place to start, right? I don't know. I got nothing. It's just something inside me says, homemade is better for babies, right? Yeah. I'm just reading all the comments coming in. I don't know why, but I was a real stickler with that when Haley was a baby too. It did not help her to be a good eater because, as her husband says, she has the eating habits of a 4-year-old. She does. She's terribly picky. But I did make all her baby food, like all of it. We didn't, except for blueberry buckle. Do you guys remember that? She had blueberry buckle out of a jar. I did too, a little bit, not gonna lie. So, I haven't made any cookies yet. I'm a very naughty granny. I need to get on that stuff. But I've had a super busy week. I had both babies on Monday. Dawson was still sick. He's been sick for like a month. Haley took him to the doctor again, and here he has double ear infections. And of course, he just cut 3 teeth, so that makes a lot of sense. He's almost completely better now. He's just got a little bit of a runny nose. Vicky says blueberry buckle was awesome. I know, right? And I don't even really like blueberries, but I like blueberry buckle. Dawson also started crawling, so that's pretty exciting. Then, so Monday I was out with the babies. Tuesday was fine. Wednesday had the grandbabies all afternoon because I have them every Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, I got hit with the stomach flu about 5:30 in the morning, and I will spare you the details, but There you go. Debbie says all the major hospitals have full loads of patients with stomach problems. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I had the stomach flu on Thursday. I was supposed to have a Stamp Happy Live class. I had to cancel it. Like, I was miserable. I slept almost all day. Only woke up a couple times. Slept all through the night. And then Friday, I felt better, but it felt like somebody had punched me in the stomach. Like, my stomach still hurt, but whatever. Anyways, by Friday night, I was feeling pretty decent. And then we went to the botanical gardens because you can't keep me down, right? Because I didn't need to stay home and rest. I needed to go live life and make memories with the babies. And I did. So that was really pretty. My John report for this week, I actually saw John and his wife pull into the driveway today, and I am very disappointed in John. John has not put up any Christmas lights, and at this late date in the month, I do not foresee any lights coming from my next door neighbor. None. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I think I'm going to have to ask Steve to talk to him about his lack of participation in the neighborhood. Cute little thing happened this morning. Little boy, my doorbell rings. I go answer the door. Do you guys do this, like when your doorbell rings, you're like, oh gosh, what is it now? I just don't have time to deal with anything. I go answer the door. It's this little boy. He goes, can I shovel your snow for $3? And I looked out and I go, what are you going to shovel for $3? He goes, well, your sidewalk and up to your house. And I'm like, well, I'll give you 10. Like $3? Who does something for $3? Bless his little heart. But we have a pretty good sized sidewalk. And I said, yeah, I'll pay you. I'll pay you $10 to shovel my sidewalk. Well, we've been looking for somebody to clear snow in the winter when we're gone. And so I hired this little boy, and I told him if he comes over here and shovels every time it snows, all he has to do is call me and I will give him $15. I still got to talk to his parents, but I worked out a deal with a 10-year-old, so we should be good. I said, I'll give you $15 every time you do that. I did give him a few more details, like things that I want done, but yeah, I think he's gonna think it's a pretty good deal. Anyways, I have also been super busy designing swaps. It is swap season for demonstrators all over the world. I know Linda says you probably made his day. I know. He's like, can I shovel your snow for $3? I was like, what? $3? You can't even like hardly buy a candy bar with $3, dude. And I said, $10, it's a deal. He kind of looked at me like, what? Yeah, I'm nice like that. Anyways, swaps. We've been swapping like crazy. I shouldn't say we're swapping. I've been designing and getting everything cut and organized to go out the door to my amazing assistant, Brooke. She does my swap cards for me. Good Lord, I have kept her busy. And every time I have another one ready, I keep saying, you let me know if this is too much for you, because I know you got Christmas in a family too. So you just let me know. And she keeps taking everything. So I've got 2 more left, 2 more swaps to design and cut everything for, and hopefully get out the door for Brooke to put together for me. But you guys, I am going to have 6 sets of swaps coming in this house to share with you. Mary Banky, who lives in Wisconsin, said, what if the snow is deep? You know what? He wanted $3 to shovel. I gave him 10 today. And I'm thinking if the snow is deep and I'm paying him $15 every time, whether it's an inch or 4 inches, we should be good. Sylvia said she had a guy shovel and stole a broom off the porch. That's nice, right? Yeah. Yeah, Mary, see? Doesn't that make sense? Like I'm paying him way more than he wanted to begin with. So he should be good whether it's a foot or an inch. I don't care. But I figure I'm covering it. And I think that's a pretty good deal, because I think if I would try to contract with a company, I would be not at $15 a time, right? And this kid's thrilled, and I'm happy just as long as he shows up. And I will have people coming in and out of here to say, hey, nobody shoveled your snow. So I'll know. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're supposed to get some more snow too. So we didn't get a lot of snow yesterday. It just dusting and, you know, maybe an inch. I don't know. But anyways, I think I'm ready to flip you guys around. I have some things to share with you that are fun. Ooh, I gotta get my phone plugged in. Sorry for the jiggle. 4 kinds of sweet goods: snowballs, butterscotch, M&M, and cutouts. Ooh, you're making lots of cookies. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna start making cookies and candy. I love to make cashew brittle. Oh, good Lord, it's delightful. I make it in the microwave. It's really good. I make those little Russian tea cakes or Mexican wedding cakes, those little foofy balls made out of powdered sugar and butter, and you put nuts in them and then make them in a ball and then cook them and then roll them in powdered sugar while they're hot and then let them cool and roll them again. I don't know. My mom has always made those. Those are my favorite. Then I like to do the pretzel sticks and all the kind of fun things. Have you guys seen the thing where they have the pretzel stick and they lay it on wax paper and they take green chocolate and they go like this and then they get bigger, bigger, bigger. So you have a little tree with scribbles and you let it set. You sprinkle some, you know, candy sprinkles on it. Super cute. Stick it in a cupcake. Gosh, I can't wait to make those. We call those snowballs. Well, I have them in my Betty Crocker cookbook. They're called Russian tea cakes. And I know my mom calls them Mexican wedding cakes. So they're all delightful. I love them all. Russian tea cakes. Yes, Lori, exactly. They're delightful. Okay, I'm going to flip this around. Oh, I know. I wanted to tell you first. Last week when I was showing you calendars, was it last week or the week before? I don't remember. But anyways, I was going to show you my tower calendar, and I had so many people ask me where this was. So I shared a link on Facebook where I did a video for this. There's also it takes you to a blog post where you're going to find a video. But all the instructions, dimensions, scoring, the whole deal is on my blog at that link. And who said that? Susan said she found the awesome marshmallow mug huggers you showed us from Target. Excellent. They're so fun, right? So anyways, that's on there. Now, somebody else asked me for the link to the calendars. The calendars that I made last week or the week before, I can't remember. Remember? Oops. Well, that certainly didn't work. I'm going to have to glue this again. But anyways, good grief. The calendars that I have the little easel on the back, they asked me where I got these little calendars. The link is with these calendars, and I think it's probably on the website, my blog, with this link too. But they're the same calendars here. I just tear off each page and glue it on a layer of cardstock. Does that make sense? So same calendars, same size, everything. Where did I get my elf headband? I believe from the dollar store, probably several years ago. I tend to save these kind of crazy things. It was in my closet. I have lots of funny little things like that. I've got bunny glasses and bunny ears and, you know, all the things. But generally, the Dollar Tree has a lot of this junky little funny stuff. Sometimes Walmart carries it. But Walmart tends to be better quality, which you would think would be good, but it's not because their stuff is too heavy and it falls over a lot. Whereas the Dollar Tree, their stuff is really cheap and chintzy. So it's better for this kind of thing. It's not too heavy. Anyways, calendars, the link is on my blog. Just look for these calendars. You'll find all the information. I shared a link on Facebook for these tower calendars. So you'll find that on Facebook. Yay. Okay, now I'm really ready to change around my, you know, phone. Yeah, I'm watching all of the, what does that say? I was on the wrong one. Oh, darn. I'm glad you found us, Vicki. Ooh. That was cookie making, present making, wrapping, elf watching weekend. I love Elf. Like, I love Elf. I love it when he goes, Santa, I know him. I do that all the time. When the kids are talking, they're like, yeah, we're going to take the kids to go see Santa. And I'll be like, Santa, I know him. I know. I'm that granny. I know. Hi, Ingrid from St. George. All the floors impacted. Oh, goodness. My goodness. Okay. I'm just reading comments still. Hang tight. Here we go. I am going to get you guys set up in here. If we get disconnected, I had a problem the other day with YouTube, and it cut me off. It kept stopping my live stream when I was doing my Stamp Happy Live video, and we had to actually start over with a backup link. So I want to let you guys know, if that happens, you go to the YouTube channel. There is a backup link that says YouTube Live backup link for 12/18, and we will continue on there if something happens. But we haven't had that happen in a long time, and I was really quite disgusted by that happening. Okay, so lots of things happening. First of all, between December 15th and the 31st, I have a free card kit. I will be sending this 6-card kit. It includes the cardstock, the designer series paper, to make 6 cards. This is the beautiful new designer series paper that's part of our celebration promotion. When you place a $75 or more order with me between December 15th through the 31st, I will send you this card kit. Now, here's the deal. If you happen to order and your order qualified for this before you saw this and you did not use my host code, that's fine. Don't worry, because I got this out late because I was sick. So that causes all kinds of problems for me. But what I want you to know is, if your order is between $75 and $150, please use this host code. You're going to use it if it's under $150, okay? If your order is under $150, please use the host code. Same code you're going to see right here. If your order is over $150, don't use that code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up. I want you to have them. But in order to get this card kit, you have to use the code if your order is between $75 and $150. Does that make sense, you guys? I just want you to know, if your order is over $150, I'm going to give you this kit whether you use the code or not. And I don't want you to use the code over $150 because you get rewards from Stampin' Up. But if your order is under $150, please use this code. Everybody who uses this code and qualifies for my ordering special will get this card kit. Kits will be mailed the first week of January. Anybody have any questions? This kit is so beautiful. It's fun. It's easy. It's just going to be a fun thing to put together, and I am happy to be able to share this with you guys. It will come with a little PDF file that explains it. This is actually a 6x6 one-sheet wonder, so I'm happy to share that with you guys. I'm excited to share this with you guys. So just wanted to let you know that's going on. Then when I say there's free PDFs on my blog address is right here. This is what the PDF will look like. It'll have a picture of the project. It'll have all of the ingredients, cutting and scoring, and some brief instructions with a link back to the video. So here's the card. Here's the box. Everything is in those free downloads. I will have free downloads on my blog for both of the projects we're going to be making tonight. I do have this Alpha Best class is in a pre-order stage right now. This will be, the PDF will be available on the 30th. The kits will ship the week of January 1st. I have some of these still available. You're going to get 9 cards when you order this. There are 2 options. You're going to find all of this information on my blog. Just look for this graphic when you scroll down. Click on that. It's going to take you to all the details for the online class. Now, I thought I was completely sold out of these, but I found that there were 2 people that ordered, or I'm reading comments over here. 2 people that ordered this class twice. So when I found that, I was able to open up 2 more spots. I had already put sold out on this class, but I opened it back up. I have 1 of these left with the Speedy Recovery Kit class. This is going to be available this coming week. I'm actually cutting cardstock probably tomorrow
to be able to get this ready, and I have the cards designed, and I'll be making the videos and typing up the PDF. So I only have one of the Speedy Recovery. These are all going to be Get Well classes. I see Vicki asking if there's no prizes tonight. There will be, Vicki. I just kind of forgot and turned my camera around, but it's on my list, so don't worry. Thank you for reminding me, but I do have it on my list. I usually do prizes when I have the camera facing me, so thank you. I kind of got a little mixed up, didn't I? Don't forget about our carryover list. This carryover list has products that are going to be carrying over to the new catalog. But going along with that, we have a last chance list. Some of those items are 60% off. They are items that are going to be retired with the current holiday mini catalog. Then we have our fabulous Stamp Happy Academy website. We have 2 different levels of membership, a basic and a premium. I was talking about I was sick on Thursday, so I had to reschedule my Stamp Happy Academy live class to Friday, which went fine other than technical problems. But $19.95 includes 4 online classes every month, special events throughout the year. We add 4 new online classes every month to this membership website. So you're getting 4 online classes every month for $19.95. If you do $34.95, you get not only all of this, but you get 3 live classes, 1 from me, 1 from Dina, 1 from Barb, every single month. It's amazing the amount of content that is included with your membership. So you can find all the information about this at stamphappyacademy.ning.com. Who's got their catalogs that is not a demonstrator? I know demonstrators have been getting their catalogs, but I also am hearing from customers that their catalogs are coming in too. So that's pretty exciting. Yay! Yeah, I'm really excited. I see that Ginny's having to move everything, I think. Yay, I'm so sorry. That does not sound like fun at all. Yeah, Trish says SHA rocks. So much inspiration. There really, really is a lot of inspiration. Oh, I see something's going on with Ginny Juarez. Ginny, I'm so sorry. I missed what's happening, but I saw that you're having to move some things. God darn it, that stinks. Especially this time of year, right? Lots of good thoughts coming your way on that. Suzanne says she got her catalogs on the 14th. Excellent. Okay, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to get your hands on these catalogs, I would be happy to earn your business and send you these catalogs. Just pop me an email at Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. And I can send those to you. They are magnificent. And remember, along with that card kit, everybody who places an order from me in the month of December is going to get this, or a calendar, not necessarily this one. I've got a couple different designs. I have my vertical, I've got my horizontal. They all have little easels on the back, so they stand right up on your desk or in your kitchen or wherever you need them at. But everyone placing an order from me will get a fun desk calendar that you can use throughout the year. And then in case you missed it, last week we made this cute little cocoa pouch. This holds a packet of cocoa and those little you know, mug nuggets. Mug huggers. I should stop talking now before I get censored or something. Oh my good grief. Here they come. Here comes our little hot chocolate. My hot chocolate is from Target. And then this is a marshmallow mug hugger. And doesn't that look delightful? It's got a little slit. It goes right on your mug. I folded mine over to be able to include them in here and use that cute little gnome. So this is on my blog last week. And again, you're going to find my blog right there. You can go there and scroll down pages and pages, years and years and years. I think I've been blogging since 2007, you guys. So there's just a ton of content on there. Lots of great ideas. All right, who's ready for a little project? So you guys asked me to show you how to make this little jewel. Oh, let me put this calendar back before I lose it. So I This is what happens. Are you ready for this? I'm going to do this nice and slow. It wraps right around. This little bead holds it all in place. This is like the coolest little ornament, a little thing you can hang in your window. I plan to hang this up here on my desk someplace from my shelves so that I can admire it every day. So that's what this is. This is a little origami ornament, okay? So you guys asked me, I had several people message me on various platforms saying, can you show us how to make that? Can you show us how to make that? You darn right I can. So I decided to use the wonderful Fitting Florets bundle of product. This is a special that's going on until January 4th. That's the last day. I am using the Fitting Florets 12 by 12 designer series paper, which you can see here. We're going to be using the dies and the stamp set. The gold swirls are out. We ran out of them. They were so popular. We also have the framed and festive stamp set. Now, the stamp set and bundle here is going to be carrying over to the new catalog. The paper and this stamp set will not. This is a limited time offering for these two things. So just so you know that. Oh, I thought I had the paper thing out there. Hang on. After I'm talking to you like you know what I'm talking about, but actually I didn't even have it out there. This is the Fitting Florets Designer Series paper. It is absolutely gorgeous. And so I decided to make my little origami ornament or hanging, I don't know, what do you guys call this? Hanging dealy whopper. Is Sherry on here tonight? Sherry made this for me. Oh my gosh, Ginny, her home had a 47,000 gallon hot water leak. Good grief. I am so sorry. My goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's terrible. I know how much water that is. Our pool holds 40,000 gallons, and I can't even imagine the damage from hot water. My gosh, I'm so sorry. That is so sad. The designer paper is sold out. Rose just told me. Rose, I checked it today and it was not sold out. So while we're talking here, I am going to go check that again because I did check to make sure that it was still available. 16184814. Let me check here quick. Because I always try, yeah, it's not sold out, Rose. It is in the online store. It doesn't even say low inventory or anything like that. So I'm so sorry. Lots of times, if I put in the number wrong, I think that it's sold out, but most of the time it's my fingers. So I don't know if that's what happened or I'm not sure, but this paper is in the online store and it is available. But thank you for telling me that because other times I have not caught things like that. Like they were sold out and I didn't know. So here comes that stamp set. Here's that framed and festive, beautiful, beautiful sentiments for the holidays. I love the fonts on these. This is only available till January 4th. Stamp set, you can see all the dies right here. These are all the dies that come in the set of dies. They're really pretty, some really nice frames, some floral images, some leafy things. Then I have got a whole bunch of cards to share with you using this bundle or collection. Remember this? Remember our little gift bag? Here, this is on my blog. I made this and this card to match. It's a little gift. It can hold a gift card or candy or whatever you want it to hold. Beautiful little card to go with that. This is on my blog. You can scroll down until you find it. But that's what we're going to use to make our little origami thing. Did somebody tell me what this is called? And it's, okay, so Rose said, I checked it 30 minutes ago and it's now sold out. Well, I'm looking at the brand new store that I just got into and it's not sold out at all. It is in the store showing up as an item. Let me try to add it to my cart. Yep, it added it to my cart. It is not sold out. So, and are you in the United States? Because that might make a difference. We're in the United States. Things are selling out fast. But I'm telling you, I just looked it up. It's not sold out. It just went into my cart for me to buy. So, I don't know what's happening. Okay, Trish says it shows up for her too. Okay, whew. Like, I'm like, no, I know I have the right thing happening. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this little ornament. It's super cool, and I think I figured out a really cool way to do it too. So I think this makes it easier for me. I hope it doesn't make it more confusing for some, but my brain thinks in quantity all the time. So what you need, oh, let me move this. I'm going to put this back on the back of my little gift thing. What you need is you need 5 pieces of designer series paper that are 3x3, okay? And I chose this particular pattern. This is the Fitting Florets paper. It's very, very pretty. So you need 5 pieces, 3x3. Here's what I decided to do. I have a 6x6. This is going to be my designer paper. I'm just using crumb cake because I think it'll be easier for you guys to see my score lines. So, Nina, don't worry. You can come back and watch the beginning. I'm just starting the first project, so you're good. But she said she just got here and she missed most of the live. I've only just begun. Okay. Kay says also it is not sold out. The designer paper is still in the store. Okay, so what I did, you guys, is you need 5 pieces that are 3x3. This is a 6x6. I'm going to eventually cut it 3x3, so I thought, why not leave it intact? And yeah, okay, so hang tight. Courtney said, wonder if she tried to buy the suite, but because the gold swirls are sold out, it wouldn't let her. I think that's probably what happened. So you guys, here's what happens. This was a whole collection that you could buy. You could buy the whole entire thing for $97.50. It included everything shown here. If one of these items is no longer available, you can't use that one item code for all the things because all the things aren't available anymore. Then you have to order the bundle, comes with a number right here. The paper comes with a number. This stamp set comes with a number, okay? So maybe that's what happened, is that you tried to order with that one collection number and it said sold out. The only thing sold out in the collection is the swirls. And I wish that we could get that a little more refined so it would just pop up and say, the swirls are no longer available. Please use the individual item codes. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're on here. I am making your little, what is this thing called? This little origami ornament thingy. What do you call this? The number for the US paper, Hilda, is 161814. 161814. Okay, so back to this. 6x6. I am going to score this at 1.5 inches. Let's try this first. This is going to be less confusing. You need 5 pieces, 3x3. You're going to score each one down the middle. Okay? Each little individual one down the middle at 1.5. Again at 1.5. So both ways. Both ways. And now diagonally once. It doesn't matter which diagonal way you grab, just one diagonal. Okay, so we've got boom, boom, boom. Now, I could cut this apart into 4 more 3x3 pieces, or I could leave it in one piece and do all my scoring on one piece instead of 4 more pieces. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to pretend like these are 3x3. I'm going to score it 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5, all 4 sides of my 6x6. Now, remember I said you have to do one diagonal. We're going to do a diagonal here. So corner to corner in the channel. Here comes a diagonal. And you're going to do another one right here. Remember, we only did one diagonal on here, but we have to do 2 on here because we're dealing with 4 pieces. So we have 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, diagonal, diagonal. And now we're going to cut this at 3x3. 3, by 3 by 3. Either way you do it, they both come out the same. This just takes a little bit less time because you're doing one piece instead of 4. And all of these now look identical to the one we did singly. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. I know, you know why I thought of it? So Kay is saying, you're so smart, Kelly. I wouldn't have thought of that. I usually don't either. So just know that. But, let's see. What did Sherry say? I don't know what she said. Sherry, I don't know what this is called. Anyways, the reason why I thought of it is because after I cut my designer paper, I had a 6x6 piece. And I'm like, I always think when I'm making cards that require score lines, how can I, you know, reduce my work on the scoring by leaving them, like if you have a card base, you know, you would cut it in half and then score one and score the other, or you can leave it as one piece and score it and then cut it in half, right? It saves you steps. So as I had that sitting there in a 6x6, I'm like, why don't I just score this right now? Let's figure that out. So that's what I did. 3D star ornament. That's what this is called. I'm going to write that down because I wasn't sure and I was calling it all kinds of dumb things. You know how I am, Sherry. 3D star ornament. That's what I'll call it on my little download sheet. All right, so 3D star ornament. Okay, so you have 5 pieces. And again, you're going to use your designer series paper to make these. I just did these out of cardstock so you could see the score lines a little better than you're going to be able to on here, I think. So you need 5 pieces. I've already got my 5 pieces here. And what you're going to do with your pieces is you're going to pick out whatever the pattern is that you want to see. So when you do it like this, this is the inside, this is the outside. So you decide which one you want to be the inside. The inside is the one you're going to fold towards you then, okay? And if you notice, my scoring isn't that great. Like scoring absolutely perfect, I don't know, I find it to be rather difficult. Like I'm not that good at it. So I'm forcing it to line up by just pushing it a little bit. So this is going to be the inside of my star ornament. So you pick your pattern according to the way that you're folding it. So I folded it this way, I folded it this way, and now on that diagonal, oh look, I scored it too hard. Don't score it too hard, mine just ripped. But on that diagonal, you're going to fold backwards. Now I'm going to force this just a little bit because mine's a little, it's not lining up. So I'm forcing it into place just a little bit so then it'll line up. And I think what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to take just a tiny piece of tape and get the hair off of it. Always hair with me, always hair. And put that little piece of tape on there so because mine was tearing, okay? So once you have folded that back, folded this, now you're gonna pull these two together. Oh, look at it, makes that little square. So it's kind of, this is your origami part. I don't even actually know what that means, but it just is. Very technical here. And I've already done all the rest of these. So I'm just gonna pull those together. You just pull in the diagonal. Isn't this pretty? I love this paper. Like, I have all these cards to share with you made with this little collection. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to start gluing these together. So you're going to put glue on the outside. And again, I'm holding it so that I can see down in it like this. Again, holding it so you can see down in it, and you're just going to glue all of these together. They go the same way. There's no twisty, turny, opposite-y, whatever. They all go the same way. Okay, here comes the other one. Again, fold it up, put some glue on it. I'm going to make sure that it opens up this way, opens up that way. Hold them together. It's all sloppy here. I'm just gonna, oops, don't let it dry. Oh, that's why I like my liquid glue, because I can slide it into place. Now we have that many. I'm gonna do, whoops, Again, I've got, sorry you guys, it's looking at me like this. It looks like a bird mouth. Big bird mouth. It's like this. And now I'm going to just put it together just like all the rest of them. Big bird mouths. Sound effects. Here goes my last one. Again, opens like this, opens like this. We're gonna put these together just like that. I'm gonna fold this whole thing up. So you just keep stacking the squares, stacking the squares on top of each other, okay? So now we have this, and this is like the coolest thing ever, right? And it does look like a star. Is that not so pretty? Okay, so now we have to finish it. And what are we gonna do to it? Well, we gotta put some ribbon in it. Okay, what I decided to do, you guys, is, hang on a second, this, I've got my ribbon, I've got this. Let me get out a little pad here. It is pretty, Esther. I completely agree with you. It is so pretty. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to get my Memento ink out. Cool. Linda says, hope I can make this. So cool. You can make it. And you know what I thought? This does not have to be a Christmas ornament at all. I thought, how fun is this? Just to give this to your friend that you're meeting for lunch. And she can take it back to her, wherever, her job, her office, her kitchen, whatever she happens to be doing. Hang it in the window. Hang it from her cubicle, whatever. It's just a really cute thing. It doesn't have to be Christmassy. So I took my dark polished pink and I colored in the little lines, like Stampin' Up. They give us those lines to make some shadowy marks, right? Shading, highlighting, whatever you want to call it. I'm not an artist, but I can color with these markers. Now we're going to go with light polished pink, and we're going to come in and we're going to blend all of these darks so they blend in with the light color, and then it just makes it look all shaded and oh so pretty. There is a die to cut that out. Okay, we're gonna die cut that. We are also going to, oops, here we go. We're gonna take our little sprig die that's right here. These dies are really, really pretty. And I'll share those cards that I have sitting here with you so you can see all the different ideas. We're going to do that little sprig. We're going to do that on gold foil paper. And I already have that cut out here. Okay, so look how pretty that is. Oops, my ring is spinning. Must not be eating enough candy corn. Just kidding. Don't worry, the caramel's making up for it. Okay, and we're going to die cut that. And once we get that done, we're going to have this. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. And then the Stylish Shapes dies. The second smallest square is the perfect size. It fits right on the outside of this. Like, it fits perfectly. So I wasn't sure which color I wanted to use, you guys. So I die cut polished pink with that square. And I'm going to put this away before I lose it, because you know how that goes. So I didn't know if I wanted to use that. You need two 1.5 inch squares. This is just like a slinky, I feel like. Okay. Who remembers chasing the slinky down your stairs over and over and over again? We didn't have a lot of toys when I was a kid, and that was one of my fun ones. So we could do polished pink on both. We're going to put this on both sides. Okay, so we could do polished pink. Or we could do balmy blue. Okay, there's balmy blue in here. Or we could do night of navy. Which color do you guys like the best? We've got navy, polished pink, or balmy blue? I'm waiting for your comments. Which blue, Pam? We've got balmy blue or navy blue. Okay, we got navy, navy, balmy, pink, pink, pink. Oh my gosh, it's going through so fast I can't even see it anymore. All right, who's gonna keep track for me? Pink, navy. I'm looking. Green isn't an option, Sue. Looks like balmy. Okay, Pam says balmy's the winner. Okay, so we're gonna go with the balmy. I don't know, I can't keep track of them. But, oh, we got some navy, navy, balmy, balmy, balmy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take tear and tape. Now, you can use whatever type of adhesive you want, but I think that if I give this to somebody, they're going to be playing with it a lot, and I want it to be super duper strong so that my little gift doesn't fall apart, right? So I'm going to use tear and tape. And like I said, you can, a good thing if you want to make one and, use whatever you want for your adhesive on it, try it out, see how it does. That's up to you. But I hate it when stuff falls apart. So I'm putting tear and tape on here. Ugh, it's so hard to work with one hand, right? I wish I had a little hand here to help me. Okay, so here goes this. And then I'm going to do one at an angle because that's where my ribbon is going to stick. So I'm going to put one right in here. So when you put your ribbon on, this is your point. Okay, you see this is your point. You're going to put your ribbon on, point. I put it from a little bit more than half, right like this. It comes right off that point. Okay, so take your pick tools, my best friend. I use it constantly. It helps too, you guys, if you really push this stuff down, then when you go to pick it off, the sticky stuff sticks and the the backing just comes right off. This would be a lot easier if you use liquid glue, but I really don't think liquid glue is going to, I don't know, keep my ribbon in there. Like, I'm afraid my ribbon will get pulled out. Okay, so here comes that ribbon, and again, right off that point that opens to the center. So we've got that, and then, like, where did that go? I am going to take just a little piece of tear and tape and put it right on top of my ribbon so that that balmy blue layer that I'm going to stick in there is going to stick on top of the ribbon. And that's going to give it a double layer. Good grief, if I can get this off of here. Hang on, maybe that's not a real good idea. I've never had this happen before. There it comes, I just couldn't get it started. Okay, and then you're going to take one of these. Now, you don't have a second chance with this, so make sure you get it straight the first time because that's tear and tape. It's not liquid glue. Ha! So there you go. Comes right out of there just like that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So with the other side, I'm going to take and tear off a bunch of little pieces, put them over here on the edge of my desk so that it doesn't take me so painfully long to do that because I don't know about you guys, but it makes me crazy. I mean crazy. I hate piddling around with tape. You girls are like, no, Kelly, it's okay. No, I hate it. I do not want you sitting here watching me pick at tape. That'll give me a hot flash. Okay, and again, I'm going to put my ribbon is coming right off of this corner right here. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to kick this off. I think I've watched the Santa Claus about 3 times now, and Home Alone. I don't know, that keeps coming up. Home Alone. Val is obsessed with the Grinch. What Christmas movies are you guys kind of watching multiple times, more than once? Oh, don't forget your ribbon. Here we go. Whew. Just like that. Then I'm going to do that thing again. What is your binge movie, Christmas movie watching been like? That's what I'm asking. I don't think I've seen Elf all the way through or A Christmas Story because they keep wanting to charge for it on all of my different stupid channels that I pay $1 million for. And they want me to buy a movie that's 30 years old. Like, seriously? Gosh, that just makes me mad. Pay so much money for all that darn cable. Okay, look at that, you guys. We're almost in business. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little gold thing and I'm going to put this on here. And I don't know how yet. I haven't figured that out. I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to start trimming this little bugger. So I'm going to do a little bit of flowers, maybe right there. That looks good. Oh yeah, Christmas Vacation. That's another one of my favorites. Funny thing for Halloween, some of our friends, they had a Halloween costume and they were Eddie and his wife. And they were dressed in, you know, the hat, the fur hat that he wears, and smoking the cigar. And he held a big, like, septic tank hose, because remember, he was pumping his septic from his camper. And I can't remember what she had, if she had just crazy hair, if she had rollers in her hair, and she's standing there, and they took pictures and put them on Facebook. They were hysterical. But yeah, that was their Halloween costume, was Eddie and his wife from Christmas Vacation. So funny. That's a really good one. Okay, so I'm just taking little snippets of all this gold stuff, and I'm just putting it around on here because we're gonna cover that with a flower. Grab your dimensionals. Yeah, Lori says the costumes sound hilarious. It is A Wonderful Life, Denise says. Family Man with Nicolas Cage. I think I have seen that. Okay, so I've got a dimensional here. I'm gonna put my flower on. Oh my good grief, look how cute that is. And then, now, what are we gonna do about this? Well, you guys, hold that down, yes. You guys remember my headless angels? Not lying. So we have another angel's gonna lose a head tonight. Remember these? These are on my blog too, everybody. They're supposed to have a bead head, but I didn't have any beads. So I stole the bead off the angel somebody gave me, which I also have hanging up here. So these are my angels that I made, right? And I'm going to take the head off of this one right here, which is kind of too big. This bead is a little too big. I would say about a 3/8 inch bead. I do have beads coming, but they haven't arrived yet. I went on Amazon and I ordered a multi-pack of various sizes of wooden beads because I thought, dang it, I just need to get some, right? So how am I going to get this ribbon in through that hole on that bead? I had some flosser things for when you have braces, but I can't find them. So I figured what would work best is some dental floss. And I am going to see if I can get this through my wooden bead. Hope we can get it through to the other side. Look at that right there. Now we've got this loop over here, so I'm gonna take this ribbon, and again, I need like 8 hands here. Take the ribbon and I'm gonna put it through the loop, and then I'm going to pull it through my beads. You guys totally got what I did there, right? There we go. Okay. So now my bead is on here. Look at how cute that is, you guys. And you're going to take this and you're going to tie it in a knot just like Sherry did. Well, this is paper crafting, right? This is paper crafting at its finest. Now let's see if this is going to be... Oh, that's not really... You need to have that knot far enough so that you can open up this ornament. And that's not far enough. It has to be far enough away from the ornament. So I'm going to put it down here further. I'm not tying it real tight because I want to make sure this will work. Pull the bead out. Wrap this around now. Wow, it's working. And then we're going to tighten it up again, and then you would hang it. Isn't that just so cool, everybody? Yeah. So here is the one that Sherry made. She used the Celebrate Everything paper, which is also perfect for this type of project. It's got really pretty designs on it. That's host paper in the mini catalog. That'll be retiring soon too. And then I use the Fitting Florets paper, which is only available to the end of, till January 4th, actually. That's what I used here, was this paper right here. Okay, let me put some of this stuff away, and then I'm going to show you all these gorgeous cards that I have. Get some of this stuff. Let me close this up. What do you guys think of that? It's pretty neat, right? It's easy. I mean, the concept is easy. It's a little putsy to be putzing around, you know, to get it to work, but it's pretty simple. And I think it's even easier when you leave your designer paper in a 6x6 piece, so you can do 4 scoring at once instead of having to score 5 different pieces. You know, which that's not really a big deal either, but it does make it easier. Okay, I gotta get all this stuff out of the way because our next project is a pretty big deal. This was a pretty big deal too, but our next project is got a lot of parts and pieces. Oh, and Vicki, I never did show our prizes, so let's do that right now. See, I got out of order and then I get discombobulated. You know how it is. She's like, yep, Kelly, I do. Okay, here comes our prizes. Hang on. We're gonna do a little intermission. Oh, I don't know why that got so dirty. Your envelope is already dirty. It hasn't even gone out in the mail. Okay, so for commenting, there are 3 different ways that you can win prizes from me. One way is to leave a comment. So if you're new tonight, make sure you leave a comment on this video. Comment any place, anytime. You can just say hi. It doesn't matter. But once you do that, you get entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. And for commenting within the last week on my last week's live is Jean Shute of Beulah, North Dakota. I have some beautiful red rhinestone basic jewels and some perfectly penciled black and white. Whoops, let me get a hold of it here. Black and white designer series paper. This is one of my favorites. I love black and white paper. So that is for commenting. And I do have all of these in my mailer packs ready to go in the mail tomorrow because I'm winning. Then I have Judy. Oops, let me get this out of here without destroying it. Things are happening. Judy Kruth from Crowley, Louisiana. Judy, when you go to take this out of your envelope, you might as well just cut the side off because that was hard. We also have a quarter pack of the Perfect Pencil Designer Series paper, as well as a set of our beautiful sponge daubers and the Artistic Mix decorative masks. This is all for sharing last week's video, and someplace on your screen you can share right now. If you all would do that, that would be amazing because that helps me grow my business more than anything. So this is going to be going out to Judy Kruth of Crowley, Louisiana. And then please make sure you give me that thumbs up here on YouTube. That is very helpful. When you place an order with me, that's the third way that you can win fabulous prizes. And I have a quarter pack of the beautiful host paper from the annual catalog. This is called Design a Daydream. This is so pretty and so fun to work with. I have a whole quarter pack. This is like a full pack in normal because this is a giant 12 by 12. And I also have the Friendly Hello stamp set. This is going out to Amy Weisman of Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Pewaukee, not Milwaukee, but it's close. Thank you guys so much for sharing, for liking, and for placing your orders. I really do appreciate all of them. Okay, are you ready to see all this beautifulness? This is my cutie patootie little gift bag, gift box, and my beautiful card that I made to match it. We already saw that. Here's another one that I did, and this uses the same fitting florets, and it's using that designer paper. Hang on, this is kind of stuck in a place that I don't want it to be. There we go. The designer series paper, and when you use it, you can see both sides of it. So I like doing cards like this. There's another one. Here comes one with one of those beautiful frames. Again, the same stamp set bundle. Look at how unique this is. This is the hearts oval cut out like that with the gold foil. Love that. Here comes another one of the frames. This is the same frame with another frame on it. These are all in the dies. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Here's my matching envelope that goes with that one. Oh, here comes another. The hearts, isn't that pretty? They use designer series paper under here. So they got the different colors, absolutely gorgeous. Here comes another one. Isn't this pretty? Oh my goodness, that green glimmer paper and white glimmer paper, so pretty. Here comes another one. This is another gorgeous card. The gold with this. Oh, goodness. Did you see that? All this stuff fell off of there. Here's all my headless angels. That scared me. Hang on. That's a purse hanger, and I must have had it right on the edge. Whew. Thought we were getting attacked. Here comes another really pretty one. This is Funful. I think this we did for a mystery stamping for my team meeting. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. This has a little belly band that goes around it. Absolutely gorgeous, right? And then we have another one. So pretty. This uses that distressed gold paper. I love that stuff. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the same paper. All of these cards are made out of the same paper, the fitting florets paper that I made this ornament out of. And again, Sherry Pyre made this and sent it to me. Thank you so much for the idea. You know, I love to mess around with these kinds of little things. And then here's our little ornament closed up, right? Super, super cool. Okay, let me get these out of the way because my next project, you guys, is a holy cannoli project. You're going to be like, whoa, what? Yeah. Okay. I'll keep this right over here, and I'm going to get my bin out, and then I'm going to show you exactly what we're making. And I'm going to let you guys just catch your breath a little bit, because I'm sure you're going, what? Yeah, we're going to be going through the details of this. Truly incredible, beautiful work of art. Oh my gosh, I had to get a drink. This uses a variety of different sets of dies and inks and embossing folders and so on and so forth, but we're going to talk about it. And I know, right? Kathy Larson says, oh, wow, that's gorgeous. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thanks, Sherry. Sherry says you're killing it tonight. So I am just the facilitator of these ideas. Sherry provided me with this idea that I then made one of, right? And this is what I love about the stamping community, is that we share. This actually was dropped off today by my wonderful friend, team member, assistant, Kathy Miller. She did a Christmas stamp camp, and this is one of the projects that everybody made at her Christmas stamp camp. So I remember a couple of years ago when I went up to, I was flying out to Kansas, maybe 3 years ago, maybe. And I stayed at a cabin in Minnesota. Terry Sampson, she has since joined my team. But she invited me to stay at her cabin. And while I was there, I did a live and I did a sampler. And I believe it was a fall sampler, spring sampler. I can't remember. But that was also from Kathy Miller. So this one is also from Kathy Miller. And she said she got the ideas in here from a variety of different places. Some are her own, some are she found online. She tweaked them a little bit or maybe not. It doesn't matter. But I love the fact that stampers share. And we share because it's just fun to be able to share ideas and use them exactly as they are, or take them and change them a little bit and make them our own, or however, whatever, it doesn't matter. I could care less. I just love that we share. So I'm going to be sharing the elements with you. Before I forget, I wanted to bring this in. Now look at this. Remember this gift bag that we made a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, this is the same Leaves of Holly bundle. Right here with this Merry Christmas on it. Right up here with these holly leaves and the berries and the berries. And holy cow, like this is the same set. So super, super pretty. Same paper. Love this. Okay, let's share a little bit about this. Now, I have a full list of all of the elements for each one of these, and I want to explain it just a little bit. So there's a free download available for the star ornament. There'll be a download. You can download it, and it links right back to this video. There's also going to be a download for this sampler. And I know that my lighting, you're going to have little white spots, and I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. There's going to be a free download with all of these instructions for each one of these little panels, okay? And I want to explain it to you just a little bit. Number 1 on the instructions is going to be this one. Number 2 is going to be this one. Number 3 is this one. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So all of these are here. They tell you exactly what the sizes are, what the colors are, what dies were used, what stamp sets were used, the name of the embossing folders, the whole deal. So this is going to be a free download. It's got more information on it, but this is going to be part of your free download. The other thing that I wanted to share with you, when Kathy brought this over, she actually gave me this as a gift. And then she provided me with all the pieces to show you guys how to make this. Is she not amazing? Yeah, I know. So I've got all the pieces here to be able to make the sampler, which is super cool, right? She's stamped them all. She's die cut them all. We've got an 8x8 piece is the piece that we put all the panels on. Okay, so I'm just going to set that over there. And I feel like I've lost a light. I guess I haven't. Maybe I need to just put that one right there. Does it seem dark in here to you guys? Maybe I need to put my other glasses on. Let's try that. Maybe it's time to get a drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? Strawberry lemonade. Look what I did with my stickers. I put my Stampin' Up! Sticker on here from On Stage. We got these stickers. And then the little piggy. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I hope my end doesn't look too terrible. I need to wash that. You know how that goes, right? What do we got? Iced tea, water. I don't know what BIA is. It doesn't sound very fun. Mango peach iced tea. That sounds better. Hot tea, Diet Coke. Eggnog, Lori. I like it. B loves the pig. Watermelon rose lemonade. My goodness, that sounds delightful. Sweet tea, Libby. I love sweet tea. Okay, so here's what I want to tell you about this. Now, as I was talking to Kathy about this, she also brought me another frame because, gosh, God bless her, she's just the best, right? She brought me this extra frame. These are 9x9 shadow boxes, and you can see they're pretty shadowy. These are from Michaels. They're called Studio Decor. They're just from Michaels, 9x9 shadow box, okay? So that's where they're coming from. You can make these for absolutely any occasion. You could make up one for somebody's birthday with all kinds of birthday stuff in it. One of the things that I like to do, and I talked to Kathy about this, is because she gave me all of these pieces to make another one and the frame. I think I'll be giving this to my darling Anna. She loves these samplers. She loves to receive them for Christmas gifts. And what I like to do is change out a couple of the elements. And instead of putting the bell and the flowers in here, for example, I will put black and white pictures of her 2 kids in here. And then every year she gets these out. And now they're like babies. Starting when they were babies, she's got samplers like this or something that I've made her with the photos of her kids that she brings out every single year at Christmas or every year at Easter or every summer. You know, you can use these for all different kinds of occasions. But that's what I'll probably do with this one that I'm going to make is like change out a couple of them, whichever ones, and make them photographs and give them as a gift. And I just think it's the best gift ever. And if you do gift these to people, which I highly recommend, you sign the back with your name and the date. Now, it is kind of late for me to be showing this to you for Christmas, but we have a whole week. And I know you guys own enough product to be able to do one of these. So that's what I was thinking, is it's definitely worthy. Another thing you could do is you could make this a gift idea for a special friend where you'll make them a Christmas one. You've got the whole frame and everything, but then maybe for Easter or Valentine's Day, you can make them another one and just give them the insert. And they could switch it out and keep this out on display, but with Valentine's, and then with Easter, and then with, St. Patrick's, and then with 4th of July or whatever. Halloween would be super cute. Summer, but just so many different ideas. So I am going to share with you the elements that are in here. Let me get my instructions over here so I sound like I really know what I'm doing. You guys know. Okay. A few things that I have here. I have the real red and garden green combo pack. This was from the Bows of Holly Designer Series paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. I've also got the satin edged gold and vanilla ribbon. This is beautiful. Embellishments. We've got our iridescent rhinestones. We've got our red and green adhesive back pearls and also our red rhinestones. So with this particular, let's get out our dimensionals too, because we're going to need those. With this particular one, we actually, the Wintry 3D embossing folder. This is the one that Kathy used on 2 of the backgrounds. This comes with it. So you get 2 in the Wintry 3D. You get both of these. These are back ordered until January, I think, but definitely worth adding to your collection. And then we have this one, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is called the Quatrefoil Tile Embossing Folder. And that one's used on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and 7 is the background, is this embossing folder. Any embossing folders will work, of course. So here is our first piece. Now the real red piece here is 2.5. Whoops. And then we're going to glue it. Let's see if I can do this right. Kathy gave me all the things. Let's just see if Callie can do it right. And then it goes on basic white 2.25 by 2.25. Evening evergreen in the wintry 3D folder is 2 by 2. So these are just 1/4 inch increments, and you just make up a bunch of these little squares. You could do all of them in 2 by 2s, or I'm sorry, 2.5 by 2.5, the red layer. All of these could be that, but we have a couple that are a little bigger, which just adds some charm to it. Now I'm going to take the ribbon, wrap it around here. Do you guys remember, if you've been stamping for a long time, there used to be a real hot, trendy item we did, and we would trade baseball card size cards. What, ATCs? Were they called ATCs, I think? That's kind of what this is little tiny samplers. And I remember one year my team, we did a swap during our Christmas party, and it was little elements like this. We had some parameters set. Like the backgrounds had to be some type of pink or some type of red, any color or any shade, but it had to be, you know, all the colors would match. And we did a big swap with it that was super fun. And so we got 10 little elements, different little elements when we swapped, so that we could make up a sampler like this. And it was just really, really fun. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. Now, when you're putting these together, you want to be careful so you're not going too far out of your element here so that it won't fit inside your picture frame. Kathy made sure to tell me that today, like, don't make this stick out too far over the edge. And I'm like, ooh, good point. I'm just going to do that. If you want to, you can do a little wink of Stella on these. That really shows up. Colors some of the flowers with a little wink of Stella, and you'll get that little bit of shimmer in there. Super, super pretty, but just keep in mind when you're decorating your squares that you just, you know, think about all the little things, all the elements that you can do with them. Okay, so here's one square. Here's our 8 by 8. This is going to go right up here. All right, let me set that aside. Now, number 2 is actually 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. And this has a whole bunch of elements. By the way, where'd those go? These flowers are from the Merriest Moments stamp set. That's where they're coming from. Okay, here comes all of these elements. We've got 5 1/4 by 2 1/2 on the red. And then the white is 5 by 2 1/4. And then our designer paper is 1/4 inch less than that. And I am not putting all of these dimensions on my blog, but they will be in the free download that's available. And I do say that where it says dimensions and whatever else. It says you'll find them in the free download. Okay, look how pretty that is. Already, we didn't even do anything, right? All right, so then we've got all these elements. These are from the Leaves of Holly. This is Mint Macaron stamped with Evening Evergreen. This is Evening Evergreen. Again, Evening Evergreen. This is the Distressed Gold and the Real Red Berries. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue all over this. And this just layers right on top of here. So very pretty. Oh, this particular die that's on here, this comes from the tree trimmings dies. These were a special offering during celebration last time, remember? They're retired. So we've also got this little die that is in the Leaves of Holly. So you could do either one. I'm going to use the one with the stitching on it because I think it's really pretty. And I do have that set of dies from that promotion. Okay, here we go. We've got this, and then we're going to take our holly leaves, and those are just going to go together right here. And you could also color these with the Wink of Stella. That would be really nice. I'm just going to put a little glue on here because these are going to get nailed down pretty good. They're not really going anyplace. And again, don't let them stick up too far beyond the edge of your layer at the top and the sides, because you want to make sure that they're going to end up fitting in your frame. I'm going to have to put more glue on here than this because this isn't sticking. I thought it would be okay, but it's not. Okay, here we go. Oh, now I got a little bit of glue that ran over. So here we go with this. Yes, B, there is a free download. Yes, indeed. I know, I'm just so nice, right? I have some super exciting new things that are coming up for January, you guys. So be watching for that. There's going to be some stuff that changes, some things that go away, some new things that happen. I just want you to start preparing for some things that are, like I said, they're going to be new things happening. Things are changing. Some things are coming in, some are going away. I think you guys are going to be really happy in the big scheme of things. So just watch. Watch in January. See what's happening. We have celebrations starting. We have a brand new mini catalog that's gonna rock our world. Oh, I got glue in there again. I'm just not doing too well on the glue application tonight. Okay, this I'm gonna save for something else because I'll definitely use that. And then we're gonna go some glue on here on our little berries. I'm gonna put that right down here. Looks like I need another dimensional under there because that's kind of flopping around. I don't like that. I'm gonna slip one in there. There we go. Okay, so we have that in there. Now you need to, don't forget to embellish these too. And I think what I'd probably do is wait until I've got all my elements done, because I always kind of have my embellishments laying out here. And then I really just kind of start going crazy with them. We're going to do a little rhinestone right there. Red rhinestone. These are so fun and I love them. So here we go. Here comes our next layer. It's going to go right there. Right? Oh, so far so good. Oh, we forgot this little bugger. Bring that back in here. We can tuck this in here just about any place. I'm going to put a dimensional under it. We're going to throw that in there. We can just tuck it right under here. There we go. Look at how many things are happening there. It's just so cool. Okay. Did you see me flip those right under the floor? Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got, again, 2.5 by 2.5 on the Evening Evergreen. Our real red is 2.25 by 2.25, and our white is 2 by 2. White is embossed in the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Kathy killed this, right? Yeah. She told me today that her Stamp Camp ladies, oh my gosh, they just went crazy for it. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't go crazy for this? So I want to challenge you guys to make one of these. Doesn't have to be Christmas. Next up is Valentine's Day, or even, you know, New Year's. If you have enough glitzy, I would kind of do lots of golds or silvers and glitz and whatever, but I think Valentine's Day is perfect for the next one. Okay, so we're going to put these ornaments in here. These ornaments are from the Decorated Pine dies, and they are done in gold foil. Just going to put a little bit of glue on these. Gold foil. And now I'm going to push this like over here pretty good. It's going down to the red. And then this one is going to be a little bit longer. We're going to put that one way over here. There we go. And then we've got these little bows. This one has the string on it. So we're going to put a little glue on the back of there. Oh, I think we're gonna snip this off just a little bit. I'm gonna put that under. Let's see if I can get that under my ornament. There we go. There we go. I don't know if I like that at all. I'm gonna snip that little bugger off just a little bit more. There we go. I'm happy. Okay, just gotta get it on here straight, right? There we go. And next up, we have this little one. And we'll put that right up here over the whole thing. And then we're going to grab those iridescent rhinestones. And I think I need medium. Here's our medium iridescent rhinestones. And I'm going to do one right there. And one right there. There we go. There's our next one. Pretty cool, right? Okay, next up. Next one is 'Tis the Season. She put these all in order for me. Do you guys have people around you like this? They just like keep you on your game. Like I know how very lucky I am. You know, my husband cooks for me. He was wrapping presents tonight. I don't hear any commotion going on downstairs, so I think he's done for the evening. But he just took that up on himself last year. Never wrapped presents before. But he knew how busy I was trying to, you know, keep my business flowing along. And then, you know, when Christmas gets thrown into everybody's life, it's a little crazy, right? It's like, oh my gosh, here's this thing that happens during the month of November or December when we're plenty busy enough without any type of additions. But then there's Christmas. And who doesn't love? I love Christmas, so I'm in. So again, here we've got, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2.5 by 2.5 on the red, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 on the white. The white is not embossed because we're then putting this 2 by 2 piece of the Bows of Holly Designer Series paper. This is also stamped from the Leaves of Holly. And I am going to use some mini dimensionals for that. It's stamped like that, and then I just cut around it. And now we're just going to raise it up on some mini dimensionals. Oh, B said she had COVID. B, I'm so sorry. Gosh, COVID can really kick your butt. You know, some people don't have any problems with it, and other people, it's just a flippin' nightmare. For me, it was pretty rough. So yeah, I totally can sympathize with you. I'm glad you're out and you're home and you're recovering. Oh, thanks, Betty. Betty said this is such a beautiful project. Okay, I know, right? She just, it's gorgeous. She did a great job. She found some great ideas. She incorporated some of her own. That's what we love about stamping, is the ability to share. Look at how pretty that is. Super simple, right? Put some of those little red and green adhesive. They're called red and green adhesive backed or festive pearls. I don't know. I've seen them called both. So there's our 4th panel. Here comes our 5th. And we have 2.5 by 2.5. Then we're going to go with just plain white. And this is interesting because I don't think to do this. This is 2.25. That's evening evergreen. Now this is 2.25 by 2.25 basic white. And then we've got the quatrefoil embossing folder on here. And this is 2 by 2 white on unembossed basic white. And I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, you guys, oops, can you see that? Hang on, I lost my dimensionals and my elf hat's getting in the way. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Isn't that neat? I just think that's a really cool look. I just don't think to do stuff like that. All right, here comes our bell, and our bell is from the decorated pine dies. Here comes our bell. Just gonna put a little bit of glue on it here. We're gonna put that right on here. I'm just gonna center it here. I gotta wash my hands because I'm getting glue on them. You know how much fun that is. How's our time looking, you guys? It is 8:35. We're doing fine. Gosh, I thought that this was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep everybody for hours tonight. They're gonna hate me. Nobody's hating me yet, right? Okay, then I've got some pine bows here. And we're going to, ooh, I think we're gonna have to cut this off a little bit. Hang on, we're gonna put that up a little bit higher. So I just cut that off a little bit. Yep, we're gonna do that. And I have to wash my scissors off because I just cut off that gluey thing. And then we've got these. These are the mint macaron, little pieces of pine bow that I can't seem to handle. And I'm just gonna go like this, and we're gonna just lay those on top. And we're gonna do this one. On top. And then our red and green combo ribbon. This is really nice ribbon, and of course it's traditional Christmas colors, so that's always fun. I'm gonna get out my bow jig. And we're gonna tie a bow. By the way, I just got another shipment of these in, so if you have ordered a bow jig from me and you have not heard anything on it, it's because I was waiting for some more, and they were delivered today. So they will be going out in the mail tomorrow too. I had my team meeting last week, you guys. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. It was virtual, but we played all kinds of games and did all kinds of cool stuff. And I mailed out, I think, 50 packages that are headed out in the mail. I got them all done, ready to roll late yesterday. So 50 prizes went out in the mail. It was crazy. But again, we just had so much fun. So I love to spoil my team. If you've ever thought about getting a discount on your products, you can join my team and get that discount. Right now, you would be able to pre-order out of the new mini catalog. We have a celebration promotion coming up that gives you a boho blue mini Stamp and Emboss machine that you can order as a demonstrator right now, or if you sign up in January, you can get it for free with your starter kit. You have the option to choose which level of kit you would like to get. Okay, so here's our little bell. Isn't that pretty? Super easy. There's another one. Okay, now we have a big one coming up. This label is my favorite. Like, as soon as I saw this bundle, the Leaves of Holly, yeah, as soon as I saw this label, which is right here, this, like, did it for me. I love this, and I don't think I'm supposed to have 2 of these, so I'm going to put one of them back so I can give it back to Kathy if she needs it. I know she made up 6 of these to give as gifts. Like, what a great idea. Okay, so this is the panel number 6. This is going to be 5 1/4 by 2 1/2 on the real red. Hang on, I got gooey sticky on there. And then we're going to put basic white. It's just a 1/4 inch smaller at 5 by 2 1/4. And then we've got our designer series paper at a 1/4 inch smaller than that, which is 4 3/4 by 2. So pretty. Gosh, I just love, love, love. Let me get this centered. We don't want to blow it now, right? And we used Merriest Moments stamp set to stamp our Merry Christmas. So I am going to just add a little bit of glue and then put some glue on here. That's going to hold everything in place. And make sure I'm doing this right. We're going to center this. We're going to put it way close to the edge here and then center it. That looks great. Gosh, isn't that so pretty already? Okay, then we have all these little elements. Oh, I forgot this part. This is the part that goes behind the leaves, and I can still just slide this in here because I'm putting glue under here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back. This is a die cut that I've used this to put the distressed gold behind my leaves and make them like look so pretty, right? Look at that. Ha! Okay, then we've got mint macaron, and I'm going to pull this. Again, we have to be careful not to go too far off this edge or the bottom because this needs to fit in our frame. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this right up here. And then we're going to come in with this little bugger. Where's my dimensionals? Right here. We're going to put this on a dimensional. Boop. And we're going to add that right down in here. And then we've got our distressed gold berries overlay. Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much, Polly. Yes, we did have a really good time at the Christmas party. It was so much fun. Everybody shared their ugly sweaters or their crazy headgear like what I have on. We had show and tell. We had team bingo. We did a scavenger hunt. We shared recipes, favorite recipes. It was just, what else did we do? Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel for prizes. That was super fun. Yeah, all kinds of virtual stuff. It's amazing how much fun you can have with a virtual party. Okay, now I'm looking at this to see. I think she had to trim off that stem is what she did. So I'm going to move this just a little bit. Hang on. We can move things because we have the right to change our mind. I'm going to tuck that in at the end. So I'm going to bring this right down in here. Oh, I can leave that stem on there. And now I'm going to bring this back in here, but I'm going to tuck it under and leave it stick up a little bit more like that. I like that better. Then here comes our balls. Berries. Oh my gosh, then I got all flustered. Keep it appropriate. Don't cover up your words. You don't want to do that. I think I am going to cut off that little stem because it's weird. And Kathy cut hers off too. Okay, there we go. Now we got to do some little bit of embellishments. And I'm going to do some of these red little pearls, just like she did right over here. And I'm going to do 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. I usually have a hard time getting those straight, but I am on a roll tonight. Okay, so here's our next one. I'm going to bring this whole thing back in here in just a second. We're on our last panel, you guys. Can you believe it? We're on our last Sandy asked if Kathy is still on Facebook. She is, but she has been busy. So she will be back when she gets a chance. I'm not really sure what her schedule is, but she has been a busy girl. She likes doing her in-person things. And I know exactly what she means. They are a lot of fun. Okay, then this is, again, this is 2.5 on the evergreen by 2.5, 2 1/4 square on the basic white, and then the quatrefoil embossed piece is 2 by 2. This is the Country Wreaths bundle, and this is Evening Evergreen and then Real Red for the berries. And we're going to put this on some dimensionals. This is just such a pretty in the confines of a bundle collection or a suite. Over the place for this. It's absolutely right on here. Then also out of that same Country Wreaths bundle, we have this gold foil ribbon that we're going to, that's die cut, and we're going to add that right to the top of our wreath. I was just thinking another thing we could do here is we could use our rhinestones on our wreath to add a little bit of sparkle. And I think I'm going to do that because, gosh, I have 200 of them here. How many are really in here? 220 it says. So let's use some up. I'm going to just put them right over the little stamped dots that Kathy did so graciously. But this is a great place too, you guys, to use your big embellishments that maybe you're a little hesitant to use them on cards because, you know, they make your envelopes bulky or whatever. This is a great place to use some of those embellishments that maybe you wouldn't use on other projects because there's lots of room in the frame. Isn't this just so pretty? Look how amazing that is. And again, you get 220 of these red rhinestones. And now look at that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, let me get all this junk out of the way. Right on the floor. Gosh, that's so satisfying. You guys think I'm crazy. Okay, here it comes. Oh, let's get this out of my light. Here comes our sampler. So I would definitely dry fit this. And Kathy was telling me today, she's like, you wouldn't need to dry fit it. You want to make sure that you get, you know, even borders on everything. You could maybe put a little bit of seal behind it to hold it in place, or some type of a little bit of adhesive just to tack it down a little bit until you're done putzing with it. Give it a test run and frame you happen to get to make sure you've got it far enough away from the edges so that it's not, you know, whatever. But what? This is so pretty. So I'm going to open up this frame because Kathy was giving me some pointers on this today too. She did not leave a thing out. Not a thing. And you guys know I know how lucky I am to have this woman in my life because she's good for me. Okay. This is a really pretty white frame. I'm not sure if it's wood. It looks like wood. It probably isn't, but it looks like wood grain, like a nice quality frame. These are, again, from Michael's. And you're going to open up all these little deals. Now, one of the things that Kathy told me is that you want to use tear and tape. Hang on, this one's being a little stubborn and I don't want to rip my finger open. I gotta go get my nails redone. Look at, they're growing out, but they're so cute, right? Okay. Use your take your pick tool, good for absolutely everything. Okay, so here comes, oh, look at this. All right, so this is actually padded. This is a Michael's frame again. It's 9 by 9. It's padded. this is what she was talking about. I wasn't quite sure, but I knew that I would know if I opened this up what she was talking about. So this comes with like a fabric on it. And what she told me today is you have to remember that you have a little bit of room taken up. When you put this in here, it's this right here is taking up some of the room on your edge, right? So make sure you keep that in mind when you're doing this. But what she told me is you want to center this in here and make sure that you've got it good. You're going to nail all these down. And so I've got a good enough distance around the edge of my white that I should be fine. Did I say this was 8 by 8? This is 8.5 by 8.5, you guys. The white cardstock is 8.5 by 8.5. I might have told you 8 by 8. I don't remember. But anyways, once you get this all in here, what she did tell me to do is get all your pieces on here good. You're going to take 3 pieces of tear and tape and put it on here, and then adhere this down to your fabric. Because when you put this in here, if you don't do that, this piece could fall forward in your frame. When you have it up, it could go bloop like that. So tear and tape on the back of this, glue it on here, get all your pieces on here. And again, for those of you that may have come in late, I might take this one and put this one right here. Let's see, we'll put that one right there. Get these all nicely centered. Here comes my ornament one. And then we've got this and my bell. And then we've got this other one over here, like this. If you have other elements that you want to use, you could maybe do something where you've got a sideways long one and then a tall one and do something like that. But one of the things that I had mentioned early on is maybe to take this one out and maybe this one out, and instead put my grandkids' pictures in black and white, develop them in black and white, and put a picture here and a picture here of the kids, and then give this to the mommies for Christmas. And they love displaying these every year. Like, they come out every year because they get to see their babies grow up in them. And it is just the most wonderful gift, you guys. If you have somebody that is really hard to buy for, they have everything, they don't need another thing. Try making them one of these samplers. It only costs the cost of a frame. The frames are relatively inexpensive, like, I don't know, $12 to $15 maybe. They're not expensive. But you can change this out for each holiday or season or occasion, like birthday month. Like, if you have a family that has a lot of kids, you could do one for each kid for their birthday month. Like, they could change it out and keep it on display. It's just a fantastic, heartfelt gift. And I used to have a customer, and she's gone now. And I just loved her dearly, but she would never come to any of my classes that were home decor pieces. And I used to do a lot of them, or we'd use our stamping to make home decor. And I said, why don't you ever come to these? And she goes, nobody wants any of that stuff in my family. I said, I dare you to come to one and give it as a gift. Well, she came to one where we made this snowman, and it was a framed picture. And she gave it to her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law was so proud of that. Every single Christmas after that, she brought it out and hung it in the same spot. And my customer had to kind of like go, you were right. People love homemade stuff. You just have to decide what's going to be appropriate for each person, right? Because I know my Anna just adores all of this. She just loves it. And people have different styles, but I don't know anybody who wouldn't love this because it's beautiful, it's classy, it's rich, it's a little whimsical at the same time. It's just a beautiful piece of art. So thank you so much to Kathy Miller. Thank you so much to Sherry Pryor for sharing this ornament with me so that I could recreate it. Where did the one go that we made? Did my thing fall on it? Well, heck, I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. I gotta find that for photography purposes. Do you guys see what I did with that? I've got some mail to share with you. Oh, here it is. This is the one we made tonight with the fitting florets paper, you guys. And oh my gosh, all the instructions are in this video if you did miss that. But look at how fun. These are star ornaments. And they're just nifty little gifts. You can send along with a present. People can take these and hang them from their window, hang them from their Christmas tree. I'm going to hang these in my office because I just think they're so pretty. All right, who's ready for mail? I'm not going to put this together yet because I am going to switch out a couple of these panels for pictures so I can give this to my stepdaughter Anna for Christmas. But one thing you can also do, I'm trying to find a card. Why do I not have a card? Oh, good grief. You could take, if you have panels that you decide not to use, you can take them and put them on a card with a sentiment, right? Because all of these are just so pretty. So pretty. They're beautiful. So, okay. Let me get this put back together now. Get all my ducks in a row. I've got swaps everywhere. Life has been crazy. It is December for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators all over the world. Yay! Luba. Luba says she can't wait to make one for Valentine's Day. Luba, I know your cards that you make for me, and I can't wait for you to make one for Valentine's Day because that woman is an amazing stamper. Okay. I had to get a drink. Thank you guys so much for all your wonderful comments. Carol says her best friend moved away this past summer and I made a friendship one for her using blue and purple, her favorite colors. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just fantastic? Terry, you're on here. Do you remember when I made the sampler when I was at your cabin? That was super fun. All right, hang on. I have mail. Gosh, I have so much mail, you guys, that I can't, there's no way I can show it to you tonight, all of it, but I will save it and we'll go through it next time too. I'm going to go from my oldest mail that's coming in here since last week. This beautiful Christmas card is from Heather Kohler. Heather, thank you so much. You are just so sweet. I love to be able to share all of these with you. Oh, look at this fun one. This is from Judy Brown. Judy used to live here, but now she moved down to the south end of the state. Look at how fun that is. What a great idea. And then we have Cindy Ellers. What a pretty card this is. It's very crisp and clean. I absolutely love it. Next we have Karen Nevin. Look at how I love this layout. It's just very interesting. I've never seen a layout like that, but I just really kept going, wow, that's very cool, right? From Karen, Merry Christmas. Christine Bertram, this is another fun card using that bird set. So cool, right? Beautiful flowers. Oh, there we go. Very pretty. Next up, oh, this is from my sister-in-law, Pam. She lives in San Diego, and she is a big stamper. Look at how pretty that is. She made this. Gorgeous. Then she always puts her family in here. Woohoo. Her son is getting married. We are going to be going to San Diego next June. Woohoo. And then I had to share this. This is my cousin Andrea. She lives in Phoenix. If anybody needs a mortgage lender, she is the best in the whole state of Arizona. Trust me. I'm not kidding. She is an amazing person. She's an amazing mortgage broker. So there you go. Arizona, contact Andrea Schmidt. All right. There's my little plug for my cousin, but she really is. She's a hoot too. She's super fun and super funny. Vicki Davies. Vicki always makes the simplest cards, but they're always so very pretty. And I love the stamp that she put behind her trees. Isn't that so pretty? Love it. Gorgeous. She has a talent for simple stamping. This one is from la, 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 la. I know, I could read this before. And it's very fancy writing. It's not that it's a mess. This is from Britton Ingram, it says, but I know that first name. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Magnolia Maven. Lynn! Whew! Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? She did such a nice job on this card. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. This is coming from Joanne Prosser. What a pretty card this is. Got some trees embossed in the background. Lots of layers. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Joanne. Oh, okay, so you guys, I was opening these cards in front of Val the other day. And I opened this up, and Val wants to know, let's see. Nope. I got to show you this one second. Okay, so this one is from Mickey Benke. And I opened it up, and I said, oh, look at this cute card, Val. And it is really cute. And she says, who made it? And I said, Mickey Benke. And she goes, Minky Ginky. I love Minky Ginky. Right? So Minky Ginky, Val loves you. Then I opened the next card, and Val says, who that card from? I said, this is from Mary Thiel. And she goes, Mary Field? I like Mary Field's card too. So Mary Field. Isn't this pretty? These are so cute. But yeah, she loves Minky Ginky. Here comes a card from Luba. Remember I told you Luba makes amazing cards? Here's a, look at, she's got all those little rhinestones all over the place. But this has got a belly band. Look at this. Ah, Luba. Oh, my mom talks about the card that you made for her, Luba. She's like, oh, that Luba that made me that card. Remember that? Yep, I do, Mama. Thank you, Luba. It's absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have Sandy Bennett. Oh, look at how pretty this is. I love that gingham paper. Let's see if I can open the card. Ooh, challenging. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Sandy. You are so sweet. Next, we have Polly Libby. Ah. Ooh, look at how pretty this is. So let me see if I can get it open. So Polly used the distressed gold paper under there and the same ribbon I just used on here. And the same paper. Oh my good grief. Everything's the same sentiment. Absolutely beautiful. This is just beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. All right, next we have, I think this is from Anne English. Hang on. Some of these are hard for me to get open. Yep, Anne English. Look at how gorgeous that is. That has a lot of things going on, but it's so tasteful. Very, very pretty. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anne. Absolutely beautiful card. Ooh, here comes Dee Dee Tipke. Dee Dee, look at your card. It's so pretty. Love that snowman in there through that window. So pretty, right? And then look at this. Isn't that funny? He melted. Love it. Then we have Margaret Burkett. Look at Margaret's using the faux tile technique. She says, thanks for the Prize Patrol gift. And she was happy to get the happy mail. What did she say? AKA old lady name I will grow into someday. This is from Molly Burkett, and her proper name is Margaret. You are so, so sweet. Look at how pretty that card is. Love it. I love the way she used the heart there too. Next up, we have Jamie Lindsay. Look at this. This is so pretty. She embossed. She stamped it and then she embossed it. I love this, Jamie. This is just gorgeous. Way to go. Woohoo. Okay, you guys. This is what I'm sharing tonight. I have a whole other box of mail. And the next time I am on, I will share some of that. Now, here's the deal. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Share my video. I always appreciate your orders. It's what keeps me in business. I do have a free card kit for all orders over $75. Please use this code. if your order's under $150. If it's over, don't use the code. You'll still get the card kit. Now, when am I going to be live again? I was talking with Jared about that today, and next Sunday is Christmas, so I will not be live. I talked about going live on the 26th. I do not know what our plan is for that week because Haley's got off work and I want to spend as much time with the grandbabies as I can and Molly. So I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll keep you guys informed, let you know whether I'm going to be live on Monday instead of Sunday. And then as we're looking at things, we are running into, where's my calendar? I've got one right here. I thought the next Sunday was the 2nd, but it's actually the 1st, and my mom might still be here. So no matter what, I will be live someplace within this week, first week in January, if not at least once, maybe even more. So just know that. But I don't know when I'll be live again, for sure. But I'll keep you posted because of the Christmas holiday. It's all kind of weird. Take some time with your family. Thank you so much, Bea. I so appreciate that. I do really plan on enjoying myself. My mom is actually coming over here. And then we're going to go to my stepdaughter Stephanie's. They just built a brand new house and moved into it a couple months ago. So they're excited to be hosting Christmas. But we're not having Christmas with Anna and Stephanie and Haley, all the kids, together until the 30th. So, you know, that draws things out a long time. And so I got a lot of things going on that week. So we're going to play it by ear because I don't want to obligate myself to something and then have to cancel and disappoint anybody. So we're just going to play it by ear. I'll keep you guys informed as to what's happening. I want to wish you all a super duper Merry Christmas, time with your family, time with your friends, time to do something special for yourself. However you may celebrate, just know that I am grateful to have you in my life. There are so many things I'm grateful for. You guys are at the top of that list. I really appreciate spending Sunday nights here with you and sharing all my crazy family stuff and having people laugh along with me, you know, all the insanities of life. It's pretty cool, right? So thank you so much for being in my little inky world, and you guys all have a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you. Also a Happy New Year. And let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Keep stamping. Make some samplers. Oh my gosh. I know you guys are going to go crazy with this, and I would love to see what you're making because I just think it's so fun. These are super cool too. Make yourself a couple, if nothing more, just to decorate your own kitchen or stamping space or whatever, your guest room, whatever you happen to have. Throw one in the window in your bathroom. That'll make you happy. Who knows? But anyways, thank you for the help, Kathy and Sherry. Thanks for the ideas. Always appreciate it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye-bye.